The paging file, or the page file as many people call it, has nothing to do with books or pages. It is rather a ghost file on your computer hard disk that you cannot normally see or manually access, but it has data being constantly written to it temporarily and wiped out later when it's not needed anymore. Basically, it acts as a system memory or RAM overflow, which holds all your data needed for all your running applications. While it is much slower than your system memory, but it is much better than having your system lock up when you launch too many applications and run out of system memory. To access the settings of your page file, go to Control Panel, then System and Securities, then go to System to Advanced System Settings, then under Advanced tab, click the Settings button, and then again under the Performance, Advanced tab, and finally click the Change button under Virtual Memory. There are lots of cool controls and switches in here. So what do they do? Well, nothing until you uncheck Automatically Manage Paging File Size for all your drives. Then you can add or remove paging files on any of your partitions, or set a custom minimum or maximum size, or even turn it off completely. Did you know that many users feel that Windows is underutilizing their RAM when it pushes the minimized program out of your memory into your page file, causing the system to slow down a little bit when you maximize it again? Some people have so much RAM that they could never expect to use it all at once. So they are like, yeah, bring it on. Now, to be clear, turning off paging file will do what you think it does. It will force the Windows to keep all your applications, even the minimized ones, in your system memory. And while there are observed reports of system running with no paging file without any ill effects, there are also reports of strange behaviors on system with no paging files where applications even refuse to run even though the PC has plenty of RAM left unused. On top of that, a new feature called Super Fetch was introduced from Windows Vista, which allows the system to keep frequently accessed files in your system memory to make your system more responsive. So this feature will also need its ground to work. So you might say then, you are telling me not to turn off paging file. Well, so you should also tell me an optimal size for it. So the optimal size would be 1.5 or 2 times the size of your system memory. But you might say that more memory is better even if it's virtual. Well, not necessarily. If your system had many running applications all at once that you need all of your system memory and a paging file 10 times the size of your system memory, then your system will probably run very slowly. In best interest, it would be best to keep the system paging file to your system to figure it out on its own. So can you do anything to optimize your paging file? It turns out you can. You can move your paging file to a completely separate drive to improve its performance. The higher the performance of your secondary drive, the better is your performance. Beware, in addition to your main paging file, Microsoft recommends retaining one paging file in your boot drive for your system dumps in an event of a crash. Don't worry though, your OS will automatically use the paging file from your secondary drive more frequently than the one on your boot drive in order to get the best performance. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, comment about it, share it, and as for always, subscribe to SS Tech Studios for more videos like this.